they can go online and actually fill out the information themselves.
Okay, like a health record checklist.
Like a health record checklist, but it's more involved. I mean, you know, there's a lot of detail that we ask them for. You do it once, you don't have to worry about it. And so people who are very comfortable with the computer, very comfortable with the internet or whatever, and they really know what their medical conditions, they can go online and actually enter the information themselves.
Okay, I'm going to do this for my parents, by the way, in Las Vegas.
Okay.
So from the time somebody says, I want to do this, what's the turnaround time?
It depends. If they're doing it online themselves, as soon as they're finished with it, within a couple of days, they'll have the device in their hands.
Okay.
If it's where we're doing the questionnaire, obviously, we have to wait until we get the questionnaire back. And then once we get the questionnaire back, it's about a 2-day turnaround. Now, the premium program, which we call Platinum Plus, is more involved, because that's where we actually have to have the member sign releases. We have to actually go to the doctors and the hospitals and whatever and say, okay, we need the medical records on John Jones.
And how do they respond to you with this?
Generally, because we're a medical records company, they're fine with it. But the problem is it could take as much as 4 to 6 weeks to get the information from a major hospital, as an example.
What about email updates to let the customer or the member know that somebody's looking at their medical records? Anything like that?
Yes, basically what we can do on that is, as we're trying to establish relationships with the various physicians and hospitals and clinics in the area. So if anything is changing within a person's record, we ask them to notify us that something has changed.
Okay.
Okay, and then in turn, then they have to give us permission to actually find out what that change is.
What you need to do is just call us. You know, call us, find out the details, find out which plan works best for you. Just get going, get it started. You don't want to hold off on this, because you never know what's going to happen or when it's going to happen.
On your brochure here, it says that you have 24/7 service. Isn't that what everybody has?
No. Again, if the company is sending you the device and you're maintaining it yourself, they don't know anything about it. They don't know what your passwords are. They don't know anything about you except that you purchased this. We, on the other hand, we have all your records. We always have your records, and we always have someone there to answer the phone, to get the password, to get access to your records. So anyone who needs it, any physician, EMT, emergency room, can get the information.
We're going to take a quick break. We come back, we're going to meet some of your members that are using the product. You're watching the Wellness Hour, leader in medical news and information. I'm Randy Alvarez. Today's topic is a hot one and very important. It's about keeping your medical records on a little flash drive.
Flash drive.
Is that right?
That's correct,
that could be given to a doctor, so that way there's no confusion in case of an emergency. We'll be right back.
I was passing by. I saw her collapse. I called 911.
Wait. She's got on My Personal Guardian.
My Personal Guardian is a revolutionary new medical device that stores all your personal medical information on a device no bigger than your thumb. Our goal is your safety. Nearly 100,000 people die each year due to medical mistakes. Don't be a statistic.
This device, the My Personal Guardian, would be invaluable on a multitude of cases that we run into on a frequent basis. Patients who are confused, altered, unconscious.
Simply call us at 888-696-7441 to ensure your medical safety, security, and peace of mind. My Personal Guardian is there when you need it most, in medical emergencies and at your doctor's office. No longer will you need to fill out those pesky medical forms. Please keep in mind that if you're in an accident, the information on My Personal Guardian can literally save your life. Don't be a statistic. Call now, 888-696-7441, or visit us on the web at www.mypersonalguardian.com to ensure your medical safety, security, and peace of mind. Call now.
You know, this thumbnail drive is very attractive to me as a surgeon and a physician, okay, because we have a lot of patients that come in from out of town, and as they roll in, you know, if they have this thumbnail drive, let's say on their keychain, you know, we just put it into the computer, and then we have all their medical records, you know, pop up right in front of us. We have access to chest x-ray, EKG, CAT scan, MRIs, and all their medical records. So in essence, it makes the process very efficient and very safe for the patient. Now, let's say we're at a hospital and a patient comes in, they've had an allergic reaction, they're not able to talk, they are, you know, out of it, obtunded, asleep, whatever. If they have this thumbnail drive on their keychain, then you just pop it in and you find out right away what this patient, you know, what their allergic reactions are to any medications, what their past medical history is, what previous surgeries they've had. And, you know, you may find out that they're diabetic and they have low blood sugar and that's why they can't talk. And so it really makes the process very efficient, and it makes it much safer for the patient.
Now, we have one of your customers here, Dan, in studio. Tell us about Dan.
Well, actually, we don't call them customers, we call them members, because once they sign up for the program, it's a continual thing. If the conditions change or if medications change or what have you, all of that information is updated and they get a new device.
Dan, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Now, Dan, what made you decide to put all of your medical information on this flash drive?
I think I've reached the age where it would probably be prudent to in case of, have everything where it needs to be, because I don't really have too many other people in my life to speak for me should I be in a crisis situation.
So what's on yours? You have, and show me your little device. You keep it on you right now?
Yes,
oh, there,
I
it's on
do.
your
I have it
keychain.
right here.
So, and that just plugs into any computer.
Any USB port.
Okay. Now, are you able to just do it at home, kind of eyeball your own records to make sure it's right?
Yes, I can.
Okay. What were you afraid? Because anticipating this interview, by the way, Dennis, spoke to some people, and they have some concerns. They're saying, how accurate is this? It seems like a lot of work. It's my private information.
Right.
Did you feel this way, Dan? Had any worry about this?
No, I thought it was a very, very good idea, and I got very excited about it. And the fact that most of the work was done for me, and I didn't have to go to the doctors and get all these records and everything, there was no stress on my part.
Dan, what motivated you to finally decide to
I have some
use this?
pre-existing medical conditions that I think need to be people need to be aware of in case I can't speak for myself. And I take medications, and I think they should be. And if somebody asked me what the milligrams of the medications I take, I absolutely would not be able to.
You just can't remember them.
No, there's too many of them. And it would be a very confusing thing, especially if I was prone on my back in an ambulance.
Dan, I want to thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you.
So we have another one of your members,
Yes.
right here in studio.
Yes, her name is Unique. She's 26 years old, and she doesn't have any health issues, fortunately. However, she's taking care of her elderly or aging parents, and when she has to go to the doctors with them or whatever, sometimes it gets frustrating because they don't remember what medications they're on or what conditions they may have had. Or
So how does a young person like this hear about you? Because it sounds like a very sophisticated person.
Well, we're in the process of really trying to educate the market.
Okay.
And she's very savvy. She's always into this stuff, especially where she's involved with the care of her parents. She's always looking for things that can make their lives easier as well as her own.
Okay, Janique, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Now tell us, why did you decide to do this?
Well, as Dennis said, my parents are aging, and I am more involved in their care and getting them to doctor's appointments and keeping the doctors updated as to what their conditions are and what they've experienced in the past. So this really has made my life a whole lot easier. I'm really the one that needs to remember the information and prescriptions and medications and pre-existing conditions.
So it's all on that one thing. It's all on the one little flash drive.
All in one place makes things much easier.
Was it hard to get all of the information?
Honestly, the company took care of everything for me. All I needed to do was sign off, and they grabbed all the information, put it all on the flash drive, and that was simple as that.
Final message. What do you say to other children that have parents they have to take care of?
Well, like I said, I didn't realize how easy the whole process was going to be. I am 26 years old and am taking care of my elderly parents. And the older they get, the more issues they're having with their health and more medications and prescriptions and things like that they're on. So for me, this is the easiest, most simplest form for me to help take care of, to manage their health.
What about customer service? What's your experience?
Phenomenal. I've actually had to call and ask a couple questions just in the beginning process. Wasn't sure what I was doing, just wanted to make sure that I was in fact doing the right thing. And customer service was phenomenal. They jumped right in, took care of everything for me, and simple as that.
Janique, very good. Thanks for coming on the program.
Thank you, Randy. I appreciate it. Thank you, Dennis.
You've been watching The Wellness Hour, leader in medical news and information. I'm Randy Alvarez. Up next, more about what you need to know about your medical records. We'll be right back.
I've had health problems all of my life, and I really